Dear ones, we are coming through in a time, in a space, in a reality, with the intention of bringing you home. Bringing you home into this vessel, this body, this place in which you have come for the purpose of this life experience. And to be holy in this body, in this life experience. How to not disperse yourself into the crevices of the human journey, which are not holy, which are not of the light, which are not of the highest of love vibration. And that is not to say that there is something wrong with the experiences which feel as if they unearth you, unground you, break you. What we're here to bring you is the wisdom and how those pieces may not make you whole, but they are holy. Do you see what we mean? There's a way to accept all earthly experiences in with open arms. There's a way to see them as they are presenting themselves to you, and with openness accepting them into your arms. As pieces of this experience, which may not make you whole, but they make you holy. In other words, it's not the end of the story. No matter what you have gone through, what you have walked through, what you have surfed through, what has unearthed you, there's a grace. There's a grace. And within that potency of vibration, you will find the truth of who you are, which is part of a holy being, which is part of a divine being. And you can find within each minute experience lived on earth the wisdom of the ages, the wisdom of the masters, which have been impregnated within each and every one of you as you incarnated into this life. The opportunity to live out a great and holy experience. And yet, you forget that simple and truthful wisdom. And you judge your experience and you get into the vibration of fear. You move out of your holiness and into your fragmented self. And what we're saying to you is, in fact, that is the journey that is meant for you. And it is not as if you attain your holiness as you become unbroken. It is in the brokenness that lies the holiness. It's a multi-layered, multifaceted arrangement in which you have embarked on, each and every one of you, into this earth, this experience. You have transmitted the wisdom of the ages through your celestial being and into your physical human skin to understand the depth of the teaching that lies within humanity's consciousness. Which is heavily weighted by emotion and emotional resilience. And what does that mean? It means the courage to look through the layers of all that is presented to you as you naturally live through your years on earth. To look through the layers and say, yes, that is part of my holiness. Yes, that is part of my name. Yes, that is part of my divinity. Yes, I accept you. And so it is not in your right to pretend to know what you have forgotten, to pretend to know that you have the right to demean yourself for what is natural, for what is part of this journey in the truest essence. It is not about rising above for enlightenment. It is not about ascending past human emotion. It is about going through the vessel into a cave of contentment where all emotion lies. And within the acceptance of that is the possibility in which transcendence becomes available. But it can only come through the full acceptance of what is truth. So no more do we want you to say, I'm rising above my anger. I am healing through my anxiety. I am becoming enlightened past my disappointment. Enlightenment is not escaping physicality. It is the full acknowledgement and acceptance of all the pieces that make you you. For this is a physical reality, a physical plane. This beauty called Earth. And if it were otherwise, then you would not be here. Our only job here is to help you to rise to the fullness of your capability as a human being. To understand the reason, the magnitude, the deepest seed of truth in your existence. And in order to do that, we need to take out the layers of judgment, of shame, of striving for something that cannot be strived for. It is in the radical acceptance that you become free. And when we say acceptance, it is not false acceptance. It is not surface level acceptance. It is true understanding, true acknowledgement of whatever you may be moving through at this moment. And saying, I see you, I know you, and I welcome you. And as I welcome you, I am at peace with my experience. As I welcome you, I see your fullness in a new way. As I welcome you, shame, disappointment, judgment, anger, hatred, jealousy, anxiety, grief, as I accept you, I see who you really are, and I see where to go, and it is through, not around. That is the journey of a warrior. So do not be mistaken about what you think, what you see through the lens of judgment. If you use the capacity of your whole nature, you can bring yourself to a place of understanding about anything that you want to know about. And it's grounded in a place which only uplifts you, which only allows you to feel greater than how you currently feel. It's not to condemn yourself for what is natural, for what is naturally occurring. You cannot tell the ocean to not make waves. It is what the ocean does. And so we are asking you to no longer ask yourself to not experience waves. And when you experience the stillness, to accept that with the same reverence as you accept the waves. That is the work of a human being. We're not teaching you to rise above. We're teaching you how to go within the eye of the storm. Within the eye of the storm, there can be great peace. There can be great serenity, not without the lack of emotion, but within the acceptance of the emotion, within the acceptance of a physical pain, within the acceptance of a disabled mind, within the acceptance of a disappointment, and however you may be experiencing life, moving through life as a physical being. This is how the masters got to their freedom. And you will continue wasting your time if you try to jump over the boulders, defy the wind, to make a stream not move around a rock. It is the laws of nature. We bring this to you to ease your soul, to bring you comfort. And not from a place in which is too high, but from a place that is understandable, that is grounded, but has the purity of source infused within each word, a vibration. You can ask yourself this one question. How am I lovingly supporting myself? Through all areas of my life? How am I keeping myself accountable for lovingly supporting myself through all areas of my life? This is a daily question And if you seek it out in your heart, each and every day you will feel an easiness wash over you. Even if you are, and especially if you are in the midst of something challenging. It is not, how can I defy gravity? How can I run away? How can I heal quicker? How can I become the most peaceful? It is, how am I lovingly supporting myself through all avenues of my human experience? And no matter what I am experiencing, even if, and especially if, it is difficult, it is part of my becoming, it is part of my holiness. It doesn't cause my disappointment. It causes my rising. And if I choose to see it that way, and the reality that it truly is, then I am closer to my sense of freedom. That is our guidance for you in this moment. It is timely and it is effective at any point in which you are listening to this message. It is alive and it remains true. And the essence of you, which is true and holy, untouched by the divinity, is true. And so it is.